The Big Apple, New York City, full of history, where the original 6 team, the Rangers, in 1928, became the first American NHL team to bring home the Stanley Cup. The Jets get the first play of the game.
The Rangers did a lot of things right in their last stretch of games, and they have to be pleased with this win streak they've strung together.
And they take that neutral zone faceoff. And he steps across the line. Took it up the boards and holds. Back and forth they go between the points. Quickly off the stick. What a shot, and he got his glove on it. Winnipeg's in possession as they move up the wing. Good place to shoot from. Oh, and it's off the mark.
That was a dangerous chance, but unfortunately, we don't use soccer nets in hockey.
Looking to Forsberg. Leads that charge into the zone. That pass along the boards. A one-timer broke it right up. That attack shot right down. Winnipeg swinging on from center. Picked up behind the net. Feeds the point. Deflected off the blocker. Pass attempt to Forsberg. Gains that offensive line. Handled in the corner by Forsberg. Nice job done with the stick. A poke check frees things up a bit. Good standing poke check. 2-on-1. Holds in the corner. Has that one measured in his own end. Displays incredible skill with that move. Big time move. Good quick poke check there. A hit that can make you mad.
Betts wants to send the message early that this is going to be a physical game and that his team is here to play.
Directing that one to Buffalo. The Jets have it along the side at mid-ice. Free puck off a defender. Nice play with the stick. Nothing more will come. Trying to go to Howden. Has it back deep. Fantastic poke check. Fires a great opportunity, but he missed the net.
Guys, the goalie's not going to keep up to this one. The one-time pass is perfect, but he misses the net.
Makes that play deep.
Fleury's confidence must be high as he comes into this game off a shutout in his last start. He'd like to keep the streak going.
The Jets are at the wing in neutral ice. Linesman signals an offside.
Before the game, the new parking area is now available for additional spots.
A little under 6 minutes played here in the first. We are deadlocked at 0. A face-off win. Let's see what develops. Carries it on in from center. At least he protected his goaltender. Strong play there. Takes that pass at center ice. Off the mark.
Wicked shot there, Doc.
By himself. Oh, what a chance. What a save. That one's to him from his goaltender. Takes that pass. Here we go. Takes his pass from the goalie. New York's on the move up the wing. In with it now. Corrals it. Puck out of the zone, and so they'll regroup. Not a hard hit, but effective. It's lost. Taken over again. What a heavy collision along the boards.
Oh, he had nowhere to go on that play.
It's Kitty cornered in. The Rangers are controlling in their own end. That one's right on his stick from the right side. Perfect wrister. Save. Looks ahead to start something. Able to attack now. Still with it in the defensive zone. Pass up that right wing, and he's got it. Good job done with the stick. Way to break up that play.
The rookie is carrying himself well out there, looking for goal number 1.
Great save.
Fleury's playing net better than anyone right now. He's doing whatever it takes to keep the puck out of the net.
Face-off and a solid tie-up and help arrive. Good job. Propelled to Byfuglien. Scooped up by Josi. Puck is thrown to Forsberg. And now it's directed to Karlsson. Brings it in for an attack. Twist one. Oh, he had a great chance to shoot there, and he did, but it was answered by the glove.
The Rangers come into tonight's game feeling great about the way they've played over the last 10 games. I was talking to their coach this morning, and he said there's not one facet that he's been dissatisfied. They really want to take the game to their opponent, who's really struggled lately.
Save for the blocker.
Visit our team store.
And he holds on, and the whistle stops play.
Shirts, hats, and other collectibles.
The Rangers get the draw. You can almost count that one, but no, what a save. What a tremendous hit.
Wheeler's not very happy after taking...
It's just him. Save! Couldn't have handpicked a better guy to be on a breakaway, and he stopped him. Corralled it again. Laid on to Cole. Good, solid defensive play with the stick. Can he generate something from there? That went off the pad. Good, solid poke check there. Crashed into him in open ice.
Well, that is a solid hit in the middle of the ice. The puck carrier drops his head for just a moment, and the hitter puts him in the sight lines.
Takes it in from the neutral zone. The pickup. Has that one measured at center. Cut off that pass at center ice. Howden's hooked on the play. There will be a penalty. Winnipeg's roster goes down by 1 here. At least briefly, a minor penalty for hooking. The Rangers are going on their first power play opportunity of the game.
This is a power play earned in a scoreless game. Their power play can now get them on the board and give them a lead.
May not have been intentional, but he got it anyway. Rides the line. They're getting all organized now. Takes the shot. Great save. Tries to clear. And the penalty killers come up big again. It's cleared. Heading down low. Possession in the zone. Intercepted. Gathered up again by Karlsson. Picked up by the defense. Gathered up by Cole. And that one cleared by the penalty killers. Snapping a pass to Karlsson. Steps in from the neutral zone. On to Forsberg. Good place to shoot from, and he does. Got that pass near the blue line and now looks ahead. Oh, what a wonderful block that was. Fresh troops coming on for the Jets. The Rangers have control of the puck in the defensive zone. Winnipeg's done a remarkable job of killing off the penalty. Back at full strength. Shoots. Terrific save with no reaction time whatsoever.
The shooter thought he had a chance, but the goaltender robs him. What a stop.
Right play, right pass up the right wing, and it's on his stick. Sends it across the blue line. Picked off. Gains the zone. Big time deep there. Great poke check. Terrific determination by Dustin Byfuglien. Pitching this one to Little. Walking a thin line near the border there. Save! And holds on to that puck to get the whistle.
The Rangers always want to play a physical game, and their leader is right here. He always has among the highest hit totals in the league. He is a pinball on ice.
The Rangers with a face-off win. Chip to Byfuglien. Crosses that line. Gotten quickly back. Points it. Puck loose, now picked up. Cuts that pass off. Took that away in his own zone. Oh, broke it up. Angles it ahead to Wheeler. Steps across that line. And he hammers one. Made the save. He's got that one measured in the attacking zone. And yet another save. How does he do that? Oh, he'll pay for that. Down to the corner. They're getting ready to strike. They've got all the gunners out. Score! A ricochet. Looked like it went off a defender in front. Totally accidental. Totally legal. We're in the last minute. Let's see if anything changes. Pitching it to Wheeler. Can start the attack going in the zone. Shoots it on. And a save. Gathered up again by Stanley. Slid to Vesalainen. Moving it to Stanley. And he gains the zone. Trying to fight his way to the front. Lets a shot go. Great glove save on a redirection. 20 minutes are in the books. And so the coaches will have their say. The players will rest and listen. It's a 1-0 game.
Please don't throw any objects on or towards the playing surface at any time during the game.
Winnipeg's 1-goal lead was gathered in late in the period. Let's see if they build on it when the second period starts after this. Period 2 has begun. Ray Ferraro is closest to the action. Eddie Olczyk is alongside Mike Emrick, yours truly upstairs. Rebounds it forward to Forsberg. Driving in from no man's land. Great work with the stick. Tries to get it on net. Use that big goalie stick well. Puck dropped, and the winger stepped in to help. That's big. Important interception there. Great deep there. Drill. That puck hit him on the way to the net. That was one. He'll get the number on.
Oh, he's been looking for that hit all night.
Read that play in his own end. The Rangers have it at center ice. And in flight over the line.
Forsberg's trying to do way too much there with that offensive opportunity.
Passing one off now to Laine. Just like shootout. What a save made all alone. Gets behind the net and looks to the front. Perfect pass. He scores. Winnipeg's got a 2-goal lead now. Still in the second period. Lots of time to build on that. And that's a face-off win.
His 5th of the season, scored by number 52, Jack Roslovic. Assisted by number 29, Patrick Ryden. And by number 22, Christian Vesalainen. Time of the goal, 2 minutes, 53 seconds.
He's got that at center. Through the corner now. Delayed penalty coming up. Great job in his own end with that interception. That's a sent to the box from Miner, and it's boarding. Winnipeg's initial attempt on the power play.
Always important to win the special teams battle, or at the very least, come out even.
2 minutes for boarding. Time of the penalty, 3 minutes.
And move down to Roslovic. Turn the wrist shot. Oh, a near miss.
He's got to do a better job at hitting the net.
Puck flipped up out of play into the bench area.
Always pretty cool to see people get excited when the puck is shot into the bench and they know that they're maybe going to be able to get their hands on it. They're all waving around hoping somebody flips it to them just over the glass.
Reads the play and keeps it.
They've been so responsible with the puck most of the night. It's plays like that that they just haven't made. This isn't the time to start being risky.
The Rangers with a neutral zone possession along the wing.
Great job by the penalty killers. They've been able to front the shots in the zone, pressure the play up the ice. It has been a letter-perfect penalty kill so far.
Here's a one-timer. That shot came from right in front.
He's locked in now. Great save.
Just over 5 minutes have transpired here in the second. The Jets are ahead 2-0. Critical face-off win there. That puck's loose, mishandled. He banked it right ahead. Good intercept in his own end. Skates it into the zone. Propelled to Houghton. The Rangers have killed it off, so we're back at full strength. A big one-timer. Wonderful stop. Looking to Wheeler. Here they come in an odd man rush. Who gets open? Puck loose because of that hit. Pass attempt to Houghton. A free puck now. The Jets are skating it up at neutral ice. And he throws it in so they can get fresh bodies out there. Use that stick like a magic wand. Springs it ahead to Forsberg. He throws it there. They score! It's only a one-goal game now.
This is one shot I wish more young hockey players would use. Everybody wants to take the big slapper. It's not how hard you shoot it, it's how quick it comes off your stick. And that was quick.
The Rangers, with the scoring of that goal, have cut the lead in half, and still an entire period to play. Directing that one to Connor. Trying to go to Stanley.
Number 10, Philip Forsberg. Assisted by number 49.
Gives it on a cross from the point. Made that work for him in goal. Over 8 minutes played here in the second. So some success here. And they've cut the lead to just 1. New York's got it in their own end, hoping for center. Picks it up back there. Puck is thrown to Pearson. Is able to move on in. Laid on to Connor. The Jets with possession up the wing. Knocked it away with the stick.
I'd say this game has played out pretty much according to plan. Both teams have been really focused on the defensive side of the puck. There's not much room. It has been pretty physical, and when there are chances, the goalies have been sharp.
The Rangers with control at center ice. He gains the zone. Save there. Ah, that's a good quick poke check there. Big point blank save there.
You got to find a way to put it in the net.
The goalie's far and away been the best player in this hockey game. He has faced an inordinate amount of shots in this contest, stopped just about everything, and as a result, he's got to be the first star as his team is leading this game.
Solid, clean win. Perfectly on his stick in that pass from the left wing. Leads that charge into the zone. Wow, what a move. He's got that pass at the point. A shot and a save. Play stopped. That puck is just held. Puck dropped in the logjam, and the winger reached in and got it. Drives that pass off. Got it in his own end. Gets the puck ahead for a lead pass. Got it on his stick in the slot. That was a great play and goal.
Great display of goaltending right there, Doc.
Wow, look at him. He's got a long way to go. Does he have enough gas? Makes the stop and holds for the whistle. Puck drop, tie up, and help from the winger. A good, solid pass, and they can move ahead up that right wing. Flips that wrist shot. Got that. Tremendous scoring chance. One-time blast.
Pretty simple, old-fashioned meat and potato shift by the Rangers.
Held the post on the wraparound. A superb hit. A great hockey play there.
Jossi's skill is known throughout the league, but when he throws his body around, everybody takes notice.
Oh, and the puck winds up back at center ice. Man. On to Brooks. Gains that offensive line. Lets it go. Not through. And now it's directed to Howden. Stays along the boards. Shifts to the backhand and shoots. May not have intended it, but it hit him. Oh, what a hit that one was.
I once had a coach tell me, hit or be hit. There's an example of getting yourself into the game.
Lets it go. Blocked. Slid back across from one point to the other. Cut that pass in his own end. That pass was off the mark, so they'll have to try it again, organizing at center. The Rangers skate along the perimeter in the neutral zone. Strong defensive play. Chip to Stanley. Snapping a pass to Wheeler. Oh, how can they miss that pass? Right behind the goalie and the net. Stole that pass at a critical end of the ice.
That's a really dangerous area with the puck, and he turned it over. Now the opponent has a short ice to attack. That puck has to go forward into a safe area 100% of the time.
The Rangers hopefully shifting from defense to offense in their own end. Carries it on in from center. Shoots a wrister. Oh, what a save. He brought his best shot, and it got stopped. Sends to the point. And he puts the glove on it and stops.
Host the Los Angeles Kings. Tickets are still available at the ticket booth or online by visiting our website.
That's a solid face-off win. He was standing in the lane and got some of it. He lifts the stick and picks his pocket. Intercepts that pass on the attack. The Jets up the wing lug the puck. Back in his defensive end to get it.
Point to point to point. Perfect connection right through center.
Pitching this one to Carlson. Pitching it to Forsberg. Fires a shot. Deflected off the blocker. Nearing the last minute of this middle period. Outstanding save.
I've seen way too much of this pushing and shoving after whistles. I think the referees need to take control of this game.
Winnipeg's want to block shots is quite admirable. They challenge every shot lane. They make sure every puck has a difficult path to their goaltender.
Oh, my, what a hit.
I like that he's trying to create space by throwing the body around. This is a way to change momentum in a hockey game.
Offside. Neutral zone face-off coming up. The Jets win that neutral zone face-off. Stolen at center ice. Pass. Terrific save there. Didn't look like he had anything to shoot at, and he made it tough. That was a big hit. In that defensive zone, an important play. 40 minutes have been played. Some hits given, some shots fired. But let's see what they have in mind as we get closer to the start of the third period and crunch time. As we look at the shots on goal, the player's arms are tired, and so is the guy with the finger on the shots on goal board. Look at this. 26 for the Rangers and 22 for the Jets.
Just a reminder to always keep your eye.
2 periods played, 1 period ahead. What are your thoughts so far, Eddie?
New York's coaching staff, Doc, has to be pretty pleased the way they played through the first 40 minutes of play. One area of concern has been their offense. They need to take advantage of all the time of possession and finally put the puck into the back of the net.
The Rangers skated up on the side. Lets it rip. Got a piece of that one. Shoots one. Save. Winnipeg's back in its own end, trying to work forward. Slid to Wheeler. Great save. That shot came from just 6 inches.
A timely save. That is tremendously tremendous.
Moving it to Carlson. Great cut. Around through the corner. Passing one off now to Wheeler. Intercepted that one at an important place. Propelled to Wheeler. The puck heads to neutral zone. And look, it's just like a magnet. Everybody goes there. Dogged determination there by Cole. Looking to Laine. Pass attempt to Wheeler. Laid on to Scheifele. Shot. That's a great glove save. On to Scheifele. Good shooting place. Wonderful stop. Pass comes to him from the crease. Knocked off the puck. Gets that one on a cross. In the slot. Lets the shot fly. No! Gotta get it on net.
Man, he hammered that one-timer, but if he doesn't get it on the net, of course, it's got no chance to go in.
Outlet up the middle to Roslovic. On the outside, a shot. Outstanding save. Oh, they had a great chance.
Fleury's the reason this game is still close. He's been excellent in goal.
Just a little over 4 minutes of sweat and anger here in the third. And it is 2-1 the score in this one. From the slot of wrister. Puck ricocheted off the screen. Swipe that one at center ice. Winnipeg's in control as they travel up the wing. He's got it. Cut that off between the blue lines. It's dumped in. Has it in his own end. In with it now. Back on his stick. Looking to make a play from behind. Wonderful save. It didn't look like he had a thing to shoot at.
That was a tougher stop than a look.
The Jets skated up on the side. Directing that one to Byfuglien. Grab, great chance ahead. Punched away. New York skating in their own end, trying to get to the neutral zone. Couldn't retain possession. To Connor. Chip to Byfuglien. And they are in. Gathered up again by Stanley. Slid to Byfuglien. Trying to go to Ehlers. Nice job, straight stand-up poke check. Steals that pass at center. Takes that pass. Good place to shoot from, and he does. Save there. Back on his stick. The Rangers with possession in the neutral zone. Propelled to Girard. Drives it. Blockered away. Puck is thrown to Ehlers. Goes back deep for it. Brings it in for an attack. Great poke check there. Oh, bad giveaway there. Hatchets one. Incredible save. Gets it back. In their own end, making progress. And he gains the zone. Takes it right back. Pass cut, strong play.
When you have a lead, you want to make sure plays. They've done that most of the night. This is not the time to try a hope play.
Cut that pass in his own end. Cuts that pass off. Snaps one. Wide of the net. Oh, close call there.
You can't score if you don't hit the net, Doc.
Each team has tried to force their will onto the game at various points tonight, but there is no spread in the game. Two evenly matched teams playing a tight game.
Ran into the defense. He's lost it. The stick can break up a play, and it just did. Takes it in from the neutral zone. Carries it to the corner. Perfect pass, tape to tape. He's got it. A solo rush. Wonderful poke check. The Rangers up the wing are moving the puck. Waits from the corner. Takes that pass up the boards and stays. A shot and a save. And decides to just cover it up and get the whistle.
Pittsburgh's always a difficult team to play against, Doc, and they're up next on the schedule. They'll need to get lots of pucks at the net early in their next one, get some big early hits, and set the tone in their favor.
From the faceoff, and they lock up, and a good reach. That's help from the wing. He keeps winning draws, and his team's ahead in the game. I'm sure there's a connection. What a terrific opportunity. He was outnumbered, but not outskilled. Great point-blank save.
Great opportunity. Better stop.
Nice play with the stick. Nothing more will come. Good stick work, and for that reason, it's a chance for the offense. That puck sailed out of play and went out over the glass.
The team would like to thank you for your continued overwhelming support.
Another example of just an outstanding game, man. He's one of my 3 stars tonight for sure.
The Jets prevailed again. Whiffed on the shot. The Rangers control the play in their own end. Steps in from the neutral zone. Good, solid defensive play with the stick. Winnipeg's in their own end, hoping to make a play to center. And now it's directed to Vesalainen. Snapping a pass to Scheifele. And they've got it again. Cut off that pass at center ice. Turned a shot on net. Got his stick on it. Got it at the point. Got that pass in his own end. Gains the zone. Oh, broke it up. Pitching this one to Buffalo. Takes that pass. Here we go. And freezes play or the whistle. They win the draw. Now can they get it out? Pitching it to Ehlers. Look at breakaway. Great glove save.
Incredible hand-eye. That puck is in the glove.
Onside. They just keep working away, don't they? Terrific defensive work. It is a penalty call, and this could be huge in this game. Will it be decided on the power play? Winnipeg's penalty is a minor here, and it's for holding. Great offensive zone win. And he shoots one. Skill play by Stanley. And he takes the heat off by clearing.
The Jets were under so much pressure, that was the only play to get it out of the zone.
The Rangers are driving it from the wing. Smart recovery by Carlson. Very important steal for him. He's got this one, and they're after him. Nice work with the stick. Poked it right away. Flings it. The lane was jammed, and it hit somebody. Oh, did he ever get mashed?
Doc, they're trying to chip their way back into this game. It's an aggressive play, trying to spark their team as they need a goal to get themselves close.
The Rangers prevail on the draw. Crosses that line. Winnipeg's in their own end and carrying it on. He got rid of it. The Rangers get the puck with just a few seconds left on their power play. The Rangers lug that along up the wing. The Jets have killed off an important power play at a key moment. Blocked away. Takes that pass off the boards. Puck held near the point. Lets it go. Terrific save off the redirect. They won it. Now what can they do? Save! That was the wall that stopped it. Moving it to Wheeler. The Jets wheel one ahead up the wing. We are in the last minute. Laid on to Laine. He turned it. Puck free. Roadblock by Wheeler. New York's got it in their own end, hoping for center. That one's flopped in. They'll try to dump and chase and go get it.
At this point of the game, you cannot afford to make any mistakes. That puck's got to get in deep.
Right near the line. And he holds on and stops play. And coming up is the biggest face-off of this game. A huge win of the draw. The stick can break up a play, and it just did. Got in front of another one.
A quick developing play right in front. Almost looks like he's too close to the goaltender.
Keeps it in the zone with that interception. And off target with that one.
New York's on a strong surge right now with the scoring chances they've been created late in this game when they're down.
The game is over. The Jets have ended a long losing streak. It was a close one, but in the end, the streak is broken. Congratulations to them. Solid performances all around in a terrific hockey game. We hope you liked it. We'll all look forward to next time. Good night from all of us. Originally debuting with light blue sweaters, the Penguins have converted to black and gold to join the other major league teams here in Pittsburgh. Greetings, everyone, with Eddie Olczyk, Ray Ferraro in just a moment. I'm Mike Emmerich, and we have a team tonight that is coming off a win. Probably feel pretty good about themselves. What do you tell them?
Well, you tell them, let's play the same way we did in the prior game, Doc. They did everything that they wanted to get accomplished. They managed the puck extremely well. They got timely goals. They played really well without the puck in their own zone. And let's worry about what we can do, not necessarily what the other team's strengths are.
Pittsburgh's got to stick to the game plan here tonight, Doc. They played a real good team game in their prior win, and one of the reasons for that, they had great communication both on and off the ice. Let's see if that continues here tonight.
And now we turn to the last lines of defense, the goalies. Matt Murray, the first player to win back-to-back Stanley Cups as a rookie. Yes, both times a rookie. In fact, on the all-rookie team after his second title. He remains #1 despite sporting a loss last time out. Sidney Crosby. I don't know. How about the only player in history to win the Stanley Cup, Olympic gold, World Championship gold, World Junior gold, the Hart, and the MVP in the Stanley Cup playoffs and the World Cup of Hockey. We've got more, but we got to play. Oh, broke it up. Fires. Great save at the edge of the crease.
The goaltender shuts that one down on a superb opportunity.
Steps across that line. Pitching this one to Carlson. World-class deke there. Got that pass in his own end. And he steps in. Cut that pass in his own end. Passing one off now to Crosby. Watch out! A big hit.
Yossi's apparently got the memo here. This is going to be a physical game. Both teams are going to want to get on the body, but he wants his club to have the upper hand.
Pittsburgh's carrying it in the defensive zone. Takes that pass. Here we go. Open ice hitting is not dead.
Some of the more difficult hits to deliver are one in the open ice. That is a very good one.
Little pass that can start some progress ahead. Muscled right off it. Can he generate something? Stepping behind the net, what'll he do? May not have intended it, but it hit him. Wonderful stop.
A timely save. That is tremendously tremendous.
Good work. Still hasn't paid off yet. Rockets one. Poke checked away. Back at the point now. Big shot from the point. Recollected. Pitching it to Letang. Cut off that pass in the neutral zone. That's a slash. There'll be a penalty coming up from that. Loose puck. The defense got in the way there. Whistle is blown, and the guilty party heads off the ice. Pittsburgh's minor penalty is for slashing.
He's making like Paul Bunyan out there. That's a 2-minute slash.
New York's power play unit gets its first opportunity.
Well, this is a great chance for them. The game's initial power play. A first chance to get on the board.
Thomas Yurko, 2 minutes for slashing.
Cleared out of the zone. They get ready for another attack on this power play. Slid to DiGiuseppe. Score! A terrific short-handed goal. Pittsburgh's ahead by 1 goal here in the first period. A lot of time still left to play, but getting one and breaking the tie was huge. The Penguins win that neutral zone faceoff.
By number 34.
And he dumps it in.
Assisted by number 17. Ryan Rust. Time of the goal.
To the point it comes.
22 seconds.
They keep working hard on the boards. Has it in his own end. Takes that pass at center, see if we can move something. Solid work there by Carlson. Good defensive read with that one. Cut off that pass at center ice. Pittsburgh's moving to center. Nicely done. Might go back the other way. Good interception by Forsberg. Trying to go to Crosby. Good, solid defensive play with the stick. Nice play with the stick. Nothing more will come. The Rangers missed out on that power play and a chance to tie the game. It's over with a shot. Wow, what a glove save.
To all fans, if you're driving a red truck with a custom plate ILV HKY in the new parking area, your lights
Just over 6 minutes have passed. It's a 1-0 game. The tie-up. He needed help, and he got it. Feeds the point. He missed the net.
He's got one of the harder shots in the league, Doc.
That was a big hit.
Yosie's often been talked about as a 200-foot player. That means using your body, not just trying to get yourself around the ice with your skill.
Shoots one. Loud pad save. Collected by Josi. Brings it in for an attack. Hornquist's hooked on the play. There will be a penalty. The Rangers are given a hooking minor.
Well, what he was trying to do is trying to get the puck, but unfortunately for him, he reached in and hooked around the player. Off to the penalty box he goes.
The Penguins will get their first power play crack of the game. Let's see how they do.
Always important to win the special teams battle, or at the very least, come out even.
And a save. Terrific defensive work. Mata's slashed on the play, and there will be a penalty. Goalie reaches the bench. Extra man out. Gathered up again by Hornquist. Shoots. Whistle is blown, and now the penalty will be handed out. The Rangers are boxed for 2 minutes. The call is slashing. The Penguins are going on their first power play opportunity of the game.
This 5-on-3 power play has to be careful that they don't get lulled into a sense of security here, and they move the puck around the outside and never challenge the penalty killers.
Got the save there. A big one-timer. Oh, he got it. You couldn't have chosen a better guy for that shot, or apparently a better guy to stop it. Whips a pass. Good pad save. Wonderful stop and a cover and a halt to the proceedings here.
They've been under pressure for the last little while. The goalie does the right thing by stopping and freezing the puck.
Puts one on. Save! He just stopped one of the best. Gets it out. Just like shootout. And a save.
The Rangers always want to play a physical game, and their leader is right here. He always has among the highest hit totals in the league. He is a pinball on ice.
Defensive zone win. And now it's directed to Letang. Carried right through the 50-yard line. Broke that play up at center. The Penguins go back to pick it up. Time is dwindling on this power play. Directing that one to Gensel. Gains the zone. The Rangers' penalty kill has been terrific. That was a long one. This should pick them up. The Penguins drive through mid-ice next to the boards. He's got that pass at the point. Makes that play deep. To Hornquist. A hit that can make you mad.
Better tighten up the brain bucket. Not afraid to get physical here tonight.
Did not get anything of it. The Rangers through the neutral zone have it. Rister. Great save. Puck is thrown to Mata. Grabs that pass in the offensive zone. Gathered up by Forsberg. The lane was jammed and it hit somebody. Oh, what a collision there.
I'm not so sure how he held onto his gloves or his stick after being on the receiving end of that spectacular open ice hit.
Nudged along by the skate. That one's right on his stick from the right side. And it's a good pickup. Moving it to Mata. Looking to Di Giuseppe. Really good cut of the pass.
That's a bad turnover, Doc. When you're ahead, that puck has to be moved into a safe area of the ice 100% of the time.
Shot. Terrific save there. Didn't look like he had anything to shoot at, and he made it tough.
Fantastic setup and equally great stop by the goaltender.
Right to the point. Flings it. Save with a blocker. Good use of the stick. Broke that pass up. Propelled to Rust. Threatening an attack.
The Penguins are really skating.
Dishes it back. Great takeaway. Big shot from the point. Missed the net.
Wayne Gretzky said 100% of the shots that don't hit the net never go in. Doesn't matter if you shoot it that hard. Get it on target.
Fired that pass on ahead. And that one's flown back into the opposite corner. Back in his defensive end to get it. Knocked off the puck. Save! Terrific reaction to a scary shot. Gains that offensive line. Has that one measured in his own end. Huge hit in open ice.
Not very often you see a big hit like that in open ice.
Muscled long to Mata. Nice pass ahead to Yurko. Good intercept in his own end. Steps in from the neutral zone. Takes that pass. Here's a one-timer. Sticked away. Oh, that was hard to follow. A kick pass out of that. Laid on to Crosby. It's all on his shoulders. Oh, what a save on a marquee name there.
Style. Visit our team store for all the latest styles of jerseys, shirts, hats, and other collectibles.
The Penguins win the draw. Points it. Passes into unhindered terrain. That's a pass ahead. Nearing the final minute of play. He's got that point pass. Couldn't get through. It's loose. To Rust. Snapping a pass to Kessel. That puck is loose. No luck getting through that time. He takes that point pass. Puck loose, now picked up. Gotten quickly back. Takes that pass off the boards. Save there. On to Sundqvist. Takes it in from the neutral zone. "20 minutes are in the books, and so the coaches will have their say. The players will rest and listen. It's a 1-0 game.
It's time for our Hamburger Bonanza. If the home team scores in the next 2 minutes, you can get a free hamburger courtesy of our arena.
First period has been played. Second period about to start. A look ahead.
New York's lucky to still be in this game after the first period. They had turnover after turnover. I'm sure the coaches addressed that problem in the intermission.
Lets it go. Not a good shot.
This was a heavy shot, but it had no chance of going in because it missed the net.
Pass attempt to Letang. Look out. Here it comes.
I wonder if that hit will change the momentum of this game.
Stole that pass at a critical end of the ice. They've got a 2-on-1. Blocked. Scooped up by Kessel. Steals that pass at center. One into another.
Crosby's not very happy after taking that huge hit. He wasn't aware who was around, and he paid the price.
Got his stick on a changing shot. The Penguins have moved to the neutral zone. Great poke check. Leads that charge into the zone. got it right back. A one-timer save. Solid defensive play. Up to the point. A howitzer. Score! And the game is even.
I guess at this point, guys, it doesn't really matter what the game looks like. It's back to even square, and we'll find out who's going to take the lead next.
The Rangers have done well to get this game tied. Still lots of time left. Under 3 minutes gone, and so it is 1-1. The Rangers with a center ice face-off win.
Assisted by number 65, Marcus.
The scrum to the plexiglass. Pitching this one to Mata. That went off someone who's caught. Good place to shoot from. He got his glove on that one. That one is pointed to him. Receives that pass from the other side. He wore that puck on a hard shot. Down low. They've got it going right now. Can they finish? Passing one off now to Fur. Biggest chance of the game. Enormous save on a breakaway kingpin. Brings a shot. He got a piece of that one.
You want to score goals, you have to go to this area.
The fans would love for this rookie to get that first goal.
Strong play there. Pitching it to Sundqvist. The Penguins are starting back in the defensive zone. Could be trouble near the line. One-time blast. Got a piece of that one. Good intercept by Johnson. I don't know if they can get everybody off, but it's dumped in, and it looks like the forwards can come to the bench.
Neither team is giving up much in the way of room or scoring chances. Every inch of the ice is being contested. It's been a pretty good, low-scoring game.
By himself. Oh, and he robbed him. The Rangers get a 2-minute penalty for tripping.
They moved the puck around beautifully on the power play. Just nothing to show for it.
Absolutely. I think you're right, Eddie. Let's see what the team does here.
After an ineffective power play earlier in the game, let's see if they can get a little more organized, get the puck into the zone and get it on net far more frequently.
Chip to Letang. Trying to go to Hornqvist. Tremendous hit.
Oh, he got jolted there. He wasn't expecting to get hit like that.
Oh, what a hit that one was. In with it now. Puck grab. They've got it ready. Bodied off. Shoots. Hung right over him and couldn't get it past.
The shooter thought he had a chance, but the goaltender robs him. What a stop.
Cut that off between the blue lines. Around through the corner right now. Around through the corner. Got it at the point. A one-timer. Pittsburgh's power play did not do it for them as that one measured at center. A long scorcher. Oh, did he ever give up his body on that? Now it's directed to Rust. To Letang. Nice job to get it from the wings to center ice. Great save. The Rangers control the play in the defensive zone. Good defensive play, hand to eye and center ice. Gathered up again by Forsberg. Gives it to the point. Goes back deep for it. Directing that one to Johnson. Nicely received at the point. May not have been intentional, but he got it anyway. Cuts that pass off. And freezes play for the whistle. They have sold out every game lately, Eddie. Has to help the players, right?
They do, Doc, until there aren't fannies in the seats, and that's when you really appreciate the great support in having all the sellouts.
It's an onside play. Shoots one. He scores! 2 in a row.
Always dangerous once you break it high that you would sit back and try to protect the lead. I think you have to stay aggressive and play in the other end.
The Rangers have broken the tie, and we're still in the second period. Much uncertainty about which way this game's going to go. They win the draw and will now set up an attack. And still with it along the boards. Solid neutralized poke check.
47 seconds.
It's dumped in. Continuing to move behind the net. Great poke check. Knocked off the puck. New York skating in their own end, trying to get to the neutral zone. And he steps across the line. Takes that pass up the boards and stays. Wow, what a hit. Big padded shoulders.
Love the physical play. He takes his man right into the boards with a solid hit.
Puck is thrown to Dumoulin. Slid back across from one point to the other. Intercepts that pass. Maybe he can generate something.
Oh, I can see what he's trying to do there, guys. He wants to make a play to try and turn this game back around. They're trailing, but he forces the puck in, and he turns it over.
Lets a shot go. Takes his pass from the goalie. The Rangers hopefully shifting from defense to offense in their own end. Nicely into the zone. And that pass is a mess, and so they're going to have to go back out. The Rangers in their own end controlling play now. Moving it to Fairland. Terrific determination by Johnson. Slid to Rust. Really solid job done defensively. That takes some of the pressure off when you can use your stick like that. Propelled to Kessel. Good place to shoot from, and he does. Wonderful stop. Springs it ahead to Kessel. Sends it down low. Takes it right back. Gets it back. The Rangers have possession in their own end. Looking to Carlson. Snaps one in there. Made that stop. The Penguins are controlling in their own end. A big collision in the middle of the ice. Very important steal for him. A great wrist shot. Handled with the stick. And the referee's whistle has stopped play. Under 4 minutes to go here in the second. Once we were tied. Maybe we'll be tied again. Strong play on that faceoff. You have to be strong to hold that other guy off. Right along the blue line. Laid on to Furk. Shot deflected. Oh, how can they miss that pass? The Rangers have it along the side at mid-ice. On to Carlson. Oh, close but wide.
You got to hit the net from there. I thought for sure he'd at least get it on net, but the goalie didn't even have to make a save.
Snapping a pass to Yurko. Pitching this one to Dumoulin. And directed up the wing to Furk. Pass attempt to Gensel. Lets it go. And a save. Pittsburgh's in their own end setting things up. Got that pass in his own end. Gets in, looks over his options here. In that defensive zone, an important play. Has that pass off the boards. He cut that one off in the defensive end. Clock about to bleed down to the final minute. A shot.
Last minute of play in the second period.
Gets the puck ahead for a lead pass. Sends to the point. On the outside, a shot. Puck out of the zone, and so they'll regroup. Intercepted it in no man's land. Got it back. Got that pass near the blue line and now looks ahead. Save there. He scores! Just before the period ends.
That doesn't lock away the game or anything, but you can go into the locker room and you feel pretty great about yourself as you can come out to the next period knowing you've just scored.
The Rangers have now built a lead of 2. Perhaps they can build on it even more before the end of the second period. And they've won the neutral zone faceoff.
Scored by number 21, Walt Howden. Assisted by number 12, by number 59.
The second period is in the books, along with a lot of goals and maybe more coming up in the third. Both teams have scored. The difference is 2. 40 minutes down, at least 20 minutes to go. What are your thoughts so far?
Pittsburgh had very little time of possession, Doc. They've been outplayed in that category big time, but they're still in this game. One shot, and they're right in it.
Fires. A terrific scoring chance denied. They win the draw. What next? At least he protected his goaltender. Passing one off now to Letang. Pitching it to Crosby. Moves to the corner. Gathered up again by Forsberg. Gets across, looks over his options. Chooses the corner for this. Cranks one, and a save. The Penguins carrying on in the defensive zone. Good position in the slot. Chip to Letang. Cuts off the passing lane in the defensive zone. Can start the attack going in the zone. Outstanding offense met by solid goaltending.
Pearson's play defensively has grown in leaps and bounds. As a result, he has among the highest plus-minus totals in the league.
The Rangers win it. Heaves one. Shooter tempted to stare at the ceiling on that one. What a glove grab. Slides it to the point. Outstanding glove on a shot that changed direction. Just under 3 minutes have been played. The Rangers have scored 3 of the 4 goals. Good clean win on the draw. The Penguins are looking to make a play out of their own zone. That puck's loose. He couldn't get through the roadblock. Score! And it's a 1-goal game. The Penguins have struck back, only trailing by a single goal, and we're in the dramatic third period. Neutralized face-off win. Maybe can change the tide at center ice. Cut off that pass in the neutral zone.
And by number 59.
Great defensive poke. Trying to go to first.
4 seconds.
Taking attack here. He's got it. He moves that one ahead through center. A shot. Save. D'Amato. And now it's directed to Rust. Puck is thrown to Rust. Directing that one to Dumoulin. Puck loose. He couldn't get by. And they've got it again. The stick can break up a play, and it just did. Crosses that line. Has it back deep. Good job. He rubbed him right out.
He finishes his check here and drives his man right into the boards.
Gets a little drop off from the goalie here. The Rangers have it up the wing. Puck loose, denied by the defense. Great job in his own end with that interception. Look out, the hits are coming. Breaks free. A great defensive play. He shut down that breakaway. Carries it on in from center. Save. Picks it up in his own end. A backhand shot. That's a great save. Under 7 minutes have gone by. So they've gotten one. Let's see if they can get another. The Penguins with a face-off win. Moving it to Kessel. The poke check worked. Pass goes up the wing to Fairland. Slid to Brooks. Skates it into the zone. A shot. He had a great chance, but he has just missed the net.
Oh, they moved the puck quickly. He got into that one-timer, but he shot it wide of the net.
Propelled to Kessel. Tremendous job done defensively there with a poke check. And now we get the stoppage of play in the penalty call. The Rangers have a player who is done for the night. A game misconduct. The Penguins get another power play opportunity. They have not been good on this power play, at least so far. Let's see if it changes.
They didn't take advantage on the power play earlier in the game. Let's see if they can jump on the board here.
7 minutes, 54 seconds.
Pittsburgh's back in its own end, trying to work forward. Point-to-point pass from the left wing. Tape-to-tape to center. Waffle boarded. He scores! Terrific power play goal. Pittsburgh's gotten this score tied, and there's still time in the third period for more excitement. Puck dropped, and the winger stepped in to help. That's big. Defensive gem with the stick. Cleared it out of there. Oh, broke it up. Played on to Johnson. Looking to Hornquist. Snapping a pass to Rust. It was defense, now it's offense. Let's see. Somebody got in early, and so it's an offside. Just over 9 minutes have transpired here in the third. The winds have shifted yet again. This game is back in a tie. Is able to move on in. Many yards gained to Gensel. That puck came back to center ice, and so everything slows down for just a bit. Good standing poke check. At the front of the net. No luck.
You're right, Doc. That one-timer was really close. However, the puck was just a bit behind him. It's a difficult shot, and he missed wide. This is an easy game to comment on because it's been nothing but goals, goals, goals. There's not been many saves to talk about. The goaltenders have had a difficult night defensively. They haven't had much help either as both teams are filling the net.
Two immovable objects against another one. The boards.
That's the type of play that makes this game so great.
Nice move to shake on through. Good, solid defensive play with the stick. Pitching this one to Hornquist. Pass attempt to Gensel. That one came back over the blue line. Everybody has to get back, and the coach wishes he had skates on right now.
The Stars are always a difficult team to play against, Doc, and they're up next on the schedule. They'll need to get a lot of pucks at the net early in this next one, get some big hits as well, and do anything to set the tone in their favor.
And they won the neutral zone faceoff. You win that, and you don't have to chase. They chase you. Read that play in his own end.
He takes that one right ahead. Good pass. Nice play with the stick. Nothing more will come.
It remains in the zone. That puck left the zone, and so everybody has to drop back to center. Passing one off now to Yurko. Seeks the corner. It'll come free, but not without a lot of work. Taken up the middle. Driving in from no man's land. Took that away in his own zone. New York's in their own end, hoping to make a play to center. The Rangers have dodged much of the damage. They only allowed one goal on that long penalty kill. Shoots. Blocked. Pitching it to Carlson. Gives it over to the point. And it's all. Oh, what a glove he's got there.
Another sold-out game. The team would like to thank you for your overwhelming
Over 6 minutes to go in the period. A hockey game is a game of lead changes. This one now is even. Backhander to the net. The Penguins with possession through the neutral zone. And he dumps it in. Ricochets it on to Forsberg. Onside. To Johnson. The Penguins setting things up in their own end. On to Day. Trying to go to Di Giuseppe. Chip to Johnson. Big time move. Terrific save there. Didn't look like he had anything to shoot at, and he made it tough.
Not a lot of room to score from in that area. Great save.
The Rangers with a neutral zone possession along the wing. Fires a shot. Puck ricocheted off the screen. And now it's directed to Johnson. Puck is thrown to Yurko. Pittsburgh's carrying on up the wing. Grab that pass in the neutral zone. Skill play by Johnson. That puck's loose. A good defensive play. Fired one and it got the post. From the faceoff, and they lock up, and a good reach. That's help from the wing. He just flat out missed it. Looks ahead to start something. Directing that one to Dumoulin. What a hit.
You come through that area of the ice, somebody's looking to light you up.
And finally, play is stopped. Poor guy. A face-off win. Let's see what develops. The Penguins skated up on the side. Corral has that one measured in his own end. A point blast. Not too difficult a shot. Moving it to Rust. Looking to Payarvi. Pittsburgh's in possession as they travel through the neutral zone. Strong play, good reach. Steps across that line. Good defensive read with that one. A slot wrister. Great opportunity denied. And he holds on, and the whistle stops play. Lightning-like reflexes, they paid off there with a brilliant face-off win. Nearing the final minute of regulation. Blue line control.
in the third period.
Nice tip of the pass. Pass cut by the offense. Stole that pass at a critical end of the ice. Huge hit. Possession's gone. A superb hit. A great hockey play there. Great save. Snapping a pass to Crosby. Pitching this one to Letang. The Penguins are driving it from the wing. Taken over again. Pass attempt to Howden. Cut by Hornquist. Chipped off the boards and ahead. The Penguins have control of the puck in the defensive zone. Into the end of attack. The stick can break up a play, and it just did. The Rangers wheel it up the wing. Good place to shoot from. Oh, that was close. What a performance, and it's not over yet. These guys will play on in overtime. We go down to the benches. Here's Ray.
Pittsburgh's going to have to finish this one out shorthanded. They're down a man on the bench, and the injured player will not return.
We have begun sudden death overtime. Nobody scores. Somebody will in a shootout. Oh, what a great hit on him. Again. Skilled play by Forsberg. In front. What a save.
You don't get many better opportunities than that. Great save.
Outstanding body contact.
I like that he's trying to create space by throwing the body around. This is a way to change momentum in a hockey game.
And the over. Time is finished.
There's the old adage, get it to the net. You never know what can happen. Because he doesn't hit it solidly, the goalie is fooled on it.
Some nights are special in memory. This one was an outstanding game. So long for now.